Hello, everyone. Welcome to Holistic Growth with Shikha Pandey, where we explore topics that empower you to live your best life. I'm your host, Shikha, and today we have a thought provoking episode on a subject that affects each and every one of us: owning up to our choices. How can we take responsibility of our decisions in a way that it fosters personal growth and positive change? Let's dive straight in. To begin, let's talk about what it means to own up to our choices. Ownership is more than just acknowledging what we have done. It's about accepting the consequences and taking proactive steps to learn and grow from them. It's about embracing responsibility and recognizing that our choices truly shape our lives. It involves being honest and forthright about one's actions and not shrinking away from the outcomes, irrespective of whether the outcome was desired outcome or not. Owning up to one's choices is a sign of maturity and self-awareness. It reflects an understanding that as individuals, we have agency and control over our decisions, and we are willing to face the outcomes with integrity and accountability. Lack of accountability shows up in so many ways, like when something doesn't go as planned or we made a so-called bad decision. Our first reaction is to put it on someone else. Like, oh, that person forced me to do this. Or I listened to his or her advice and did this. Or sometimes even things like, I had no other choice. But when we cultivate a growth mindset, this attitude shifts. We no longer hold someone else responsible for our decisions, and instead of trying to cover it up, we are more focused on what did we learn from it and how can we put that learning into practice in the future. One key aspect of owning up to our choices is self-reflection. Take a moment to pause and take a moment to assess the decisions you've made. Ask yourself, what motivated those choices? Were they aligned with my values and my sense of goals at that point of time? Developing self-awareness is crucial for understanding the driving forces behind our actions. And unless we understand what made us make the choices we made and what drives us or stops us from making certain choices, we will never be able to change them, or we will never even come to know of the choices that serve us. Through reflection, we can analyze the outcomes of our choices, especially when they lead to undesirable consequences. This analysis is essential and crucial for identifying areas of improvement and learning from experience. Let's take an example here. Imagine you're in a job that you find unfulfilling and you decide to quit without having another job lined up. After a few months of job searching, you realize that finding a new job in your desired field is way more challenging than anticipated. You're facing financial stress and uncertainty. During the reflection process, you might ask yourself, and with an attitude of objectivity and compassion, and this is so important for making this practice serve its purpose. So you could ask yourself, why did I decide to leave my job without securing another opportunity first? So identifying what was the trigger. Was my decision impulsive, or did I carefully consider the potential consequences? Am I willing to acknowledge that my decision contributed to the challenges I'm facing now? And this could be such a difficult question to answer. You need so much of courage to accept this. And then you could ask yourself, what aspects of my decision-making process could be improved? And then when you reflect on it, you may find learnings, and you could summarize these learnings as the importance of thorough research and understanding the nuances of a new career before making a switch, the need to balance the desire for change with a realistic assessment of potential challenges, or maybe even the recognition that a more strategic and informed decision-making process is crucial for career transitions. Acknowledging our mistakes requires a level of self-awareness. It involves recognizing our limitations, understanding how our actions impact others, and being open to personal growth. Owning up to our choices also requires embracing imperfection. We all make mistakes, and that is okay. The important part is acknowledging them and learning from that experience. It's through our imperfections that we find the opportunities to grow and resilience. Now imagine you were perfect. There would be nothing more for you to learn, nothing more for you to grow into and evolve into. This would be it for you. And that would be a very boring life. There would be nothing to look forward to. I love to give this example when it comes to embracing imperfection. Imagine you have a favorite teacup that you've owned over years. Over time, it has developed a small crack. Rather than discarding it, you choose to embrace its imperfection. The crack becomes a visible reminder of the cup's journey and the many moments of joy and comfort it has brought you. Each time you use it, you appreciate its unique character, realizing that imperfections can add beauty and depth to the things we cherish. In embracing the cracked teacup, you find a lesson in accepting and even celebrating imperfections as a part of the overall tapestry of life. Accountability is a cornerstone of owning up to our choices. It's not just about holding ourselves responsible, it's also about communicating openly with others who get impacted by our choices. If our decisions impact those around us, it is essential to engage in honest and respectful conversations to maintain healthy relationships. Let's say you're a part of a team working on a project with a tight deadline. Due to unforeseen circumstances, you're unable to complete your assigned task on time, which could potentially impact the entire project schedule. In this case, taking accountability and communicating effectively could look like this. Rather than avoiding responsibility, you promptly communicate with your team and your supervisor. You openly admit that you wouldn't be able to meet the deadline and take accountability for the delay. You explain the reasons behind the setback, ensuring transparency about the challenges you faced. Your accountability and clear communication allows the team to re-evaluate the project timeline, redistribute tasks, and come up with a solution. Despite this setback, your honesty fosters trust within the team, and collectively, you work towards finding alternative strategies to ensure the project's success. So you've reflected on your choices, embraced imperfection, and taken accountability. Now what? Moving forward is about making intentional decisions aligned with your values. Set clear goals, learn from your past experiences, and strive to make choices that contribute to your personal growth and your well being. Owning up to your choices is a transformative journey. It's about self reflection, embracing imperfection, taking accountability, and moving forward with purpose. Remember, every choice is an opportunity to learn and become the best version of yourself. Moving forward, armed with the lessons learned from owning up to your choices, we navigate life with a renewed sense of purpose, empowered to shape our future with integrity and wisdom. Thank you for joining me on Holistic Growth with Shikha Pandey. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and please share it with those who might need to hear this. It would mean the world to me. Until next time, this is Shikha signing off. Stay empowered and own your choices. Much love.